Right.
more.
I'm going to run a slideshow that I ran for the Vintage Computer Festival in San Jose in July, August, I guess, July 1st, August 1st. And you know, we just ran it continuously at our table. We had an Warpstock OS2 table at the show, and we were showing a few OS2 systems, but this was just what we would show and try to, you know, to draw people in. And, you know, it's not, there's no real, I'm not really showing you anything other than, you know, it's sort of fun to watch. So I'm just going to start it, and just feel free to break in with anything that looks interesting. Because, you know, this is, I just took slides. There's a lot of slides, and, you know, I'm going in chronological order. So, you know, I didn't run OS2 version 1, but it was kind of an interesting beginning to it. And I don't think I started till 1.2. But I was on VMS when this happened, and we were excited about OS2. Said, we hate DEC. We want to run this.
1.1 was the first one with Presentation Manager, right? 1.1.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it was called CP-DOS before it was called OS2. Yeah, we ran Microsoft Excel for OS2. When I started, everyone in OS2 had been trained at Microsoft.
Solid. Boy, some things haven't changed.
No. I never saw extended edition.
What was the extended edition? I don't remember that one.
It had all the additional parts, you know.
Oh, okay. All right.
DB, which was later called DB2.
Right. Yeah.
And something about LAN, like LAN management.
Yeah, right?
Some
And
LAN services.
UPM and all the other pieces were separate products. Oh, limited availability, so they would make their date.
I'm not sure. OS2 2.0 was the first one with Workplace Shell with all the objects. Of
Workplace
of
Shell,
it.
first 32-bit
Yeah, and
release.
30. Okay.
And the Beta was the first one to come in a CD. There were a lot of powerful applications, though, right at the start. Oh, yeah, C shell or C tools, yeah. lot of my semiconductor work in that compiler, Borland C. I went over to Borland because they're neighbors, and they said they weren't interested in any of my patches for their product.
Shocked.
In fact, they didn't even remember they had an OS2 product. Oh, first one with MMPM. I don't know if I've ever seen WordPerfect for OS2, but that eventually became WordPro, I guess. Describe.
A really nice guy in Australia sent me a copy of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the VXRX was really cool.
Yeah, I have that too, but I never really get into it.
That was when they were trying to get them warmed up to the warp.
Yep.
And it was the first time with SMP.
First
right?
one with SMP, right?
That's the-
Oh yeah, Object Desktop. You remember Brad Wardell at all? Maker of
Yes, I have,
Object Desktop.
I read his articles, I follow him on Twitter or X.
And he was crazy man doing presentations, I'll
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
you.
very good.
Okay, so that's why I tuned into OS.
Yeah, that was my first experience too, was with the 3.0.
Mhm.
With all the floppies.
Yeah, it's like 19 or 21 floppies to install and that's without the bonus pack.
Yeah.
Wasn't that fun?
Oh, yeah.
I was afraid to install off the original, so I made copies of them and installed from that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, you know, the not the boot disk, but most of the disks in that set are that XDF format.
Yeah.
So we actually we couldn't figure out how to image them. So he had to write a program to image them so we could have archival backups.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you had a earlier version of OS2 with the driver, it's
Right.
no problem.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there was like 2 machines or 3 machines that can run this, right?
Oh,
With Power PC, the Power PC.
so they made quite a few copies of those
Yeah.
machines, and they were all over Silicon Valley. And, you know, we had that one meeting, we had like 800 people, developers for PowerPC at the meeting.
Wow.
Oddly enough, it was called Connect, but it didn't have any network drivers.
No,
Yes.
But I looked inside Mac OS System 7, and all the libraries have the same names as OS2.
Much.
Yeah.
This was a product that I was never able to make it workplace on demand.
I never had a copy to try, and
And even on these modern days, I say, okay, virtual machine for the warp server, virtual machine for the
Yeah.
other thing, and never was able to make it work.
Uh-huh.
Is it a dramatically different setup than the LAN server Ripple?
Workplace on Demand was like a thing to boot the operating system from the network.
Right, right, but is
Yeah.
it substantially different than the Ripple server in LAN server?
And I'm not sure, I'm not good with LAN server.
Okay, we've got a lot of experience with LAN server,
Okay.
yeah, and unpacking and there's no like straightforward way to install LAN server. You have to
Yeah.
manually unpack the disks and put them on,
Yeah.
off of one folder on the CD. But yeah, once it works, it's rock solid, once it's
Okay.
running, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I shouldn't be surprised if it was just a clever installer over LAN server.
Probably.
But I don't know. PXE client boot.
So that's a different then,
Mhm.
because, LAN server uses the traditional NetBIOS boot ROM on your LAN card. If the workspace on demand allowed PXE booting, that was something that LAN server could not do.
Yeah, well, according to the slide, it was only on version 2.
Okay.
Recon station.
Yeah, I didn't have all a good number of slides for ECS 1.0, but there are some unique things there that I missed.
I missed the first few minutes of this, but our Gambo says, and I'm assuming it was something you were saying, SB16 with Mitsumi CD-ROM.
Oh, okay. I remember the CD-ROM.
As a reseller, we had a different name for Mitsumi.
Which was?
Mitsumi.
Oh, see, we used Shitsumi. We used Shitsumi. That was yeah, they weren't very popular.
No,
They were in
The recycler loved him, he was getting them all the time.
They were in the couple floors above us in the World Trade Center.
were they really?
Assuming they used to bow.
Sandra Aja, going back to one of those,
So
says, I
those are
really
around.
miss that color design scheme from OS2 2.x.
Hmm.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, why don't we have a theme like that?
Let's get some enterprising volunteer to do it.
Wasn't there another licensee in between Ecom Station and OS2? Wasn't there somebody else that,
No.
No,
Before Serenity
that's what I was thinking.
licensed OS2 for Ecom
Oh, that
Station,
was Serenity.
Brad Wardell tried to work a deal with IBM for Stardock to do the next OS2, and for whatever reason, that deal never went through.
You mean to do a thing like you do? some of
Yeah,
it.
to do what would have been Ecom Station at that point, in between Warp 4 and Ecom Station, and IBM for whatever reason wouldn't go for the deal, and
They weren't as
Stardock got out of
charming.
the OS. I told everyone at Arc OS I was going to work a deal with IBM. And several people said, "Oh, that's never going
Good luck.
to happen."
You don't want to
All right, thanks.
Hmm?
You don't want to They're really handy.
Well, I have to have
It's
one.
numbered.
Yeah, I have to have one in my business.
It was fun. It did attract a lot of people to the booth. I was surprised how many OS2
Yeah, it
users
was like,
came to
you
the
know,
booth.
beast of honey there.
Yeah. That-
That's neat.
Quite a few
That's
people
neat.
came by.
Yeah,
Some were
you
friendly.
think of the size of Warpstock, and I had 2-3 times that number of people at the table that said, we're all OS2 users, and a lot
Wow.
of stories. But I mean, you have to understand that at the Vintage Computer Festival, they had their best year ever, so they had like 4,000
That was a
attendees.
big show, that thing, wow.
4,000 people?
Yeah,
Where was that?
at the Computer History Museum in San Jose.
Okay.
Well, actually, I guess it's in Mountain View, but it's very close to the town line, so.
Yeah, it was nice.
Wow.
Feels like it's in San Jose.
I didn't realize there were that many people there.
That,
And
it was
just
more
the
than.
number of exhibitors.
Oh,
There were a lot of interesting things.
it was,
There are
yeah.
a number of regional shows like that too now.
this is VCF West, there's one in LA, I don't remember what I guess they call it Southwest. There's one in Northwest in, I guess, Tacoma or Seattle. And there's East in New Jersey, which is where the OS2's museum stash is.
Yeah,
located.
Warpstock put on semi-permanent loan
Mhm.
a bunch of software and hardware to the museum. That's at the,
Yeah, what is it called?
You mean an existing?
at Computer Age, the Marconi
Yeah.
building.
You mean the radio?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in New Jersey, Info Age. Info Age.
Yeah.
And it was interesting when I delivered all of that equipment. You know, I had a Model 30 I dropped off, a Model 50.
Uh-huh.
I had the early laptop, not the one with the butterfly keyboard, but an earlier laptop than that. It was literally a Gothic night. We had a thunder and lightning storm. It was raining, and I pull up to this old dark building, and the lightning would go off, and it would illuminate the front of the building like it was something out of a movie. It was really, really weird, really weird. But yeah, it was a neat place. They were still in the process of renovating it and everything. So I literally brought everything in and kept it as dry as I could while I got myself soaked to the bone, and just sort of stacked it up there. I haven't been back, so I really need to get there and
It's
see what
midway
they're
on your
doing.
drive from Long Island to there.
Kind of, yeah.
You want your car to break down there.
Thank you. Thank you.
And there's a VCF in Chicago, I'm pretty sure.
There,
Yeah, I'm looking at that now.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
And-
there's a there's a VCF West, VCF East, VCF Southeast,
Oh, Southeast? Where's that?
find out.
Vietnam.
It happened June 20th.
Yeah.
It was fun that day.
in
There was this-
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
There was a
Okay.
lady there with all these old ThinkPads, only IBM ThinkPads. She wouldn't, I offered her
Lenovo,
an older, she didn't want
Uh-huh.
it was made in China.
that.
Well, they had a room full of the original shaped Macintoshes.
Mm.
Working.
Oh, there was a guy with that Xerox computer, I think it was.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That guy, he had like three big boxes.
That was a computer
Xerox.
history
Running
museum.
that old, like a small talk interface or something.
Yeah.
From Park.
From
Right,
Park,
yeah, right.
Yeah, well, it's the OS2 museum, so they had a PDP-1 running.
Wow. And then there were those British guys. What was that stuff?
Oh, yeah, what was that called?
It started out as a
Ac-
little terminal in
Acorn?
Britain for schools or something.
Yeah.
Maybe Sinclair?
Not Sinclair,
No.
Acorn?
Acorn, I think it was Acorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it
Acorn.
evolved into Raspberry.
Yeah.
That was the forerunner to
Yeah, yeah,
Raspberry.
Yeah.
And I think they're the guys that created the ARM spec or something, and then they
Uh-huh.
built the chip, and then they built these little things. Surprised you never tried them.
Yeah, it's not really, hasn't really been one of my, a Raspberry Pi?
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, it hasn't really been one of my things, but
Yeah.
Howard Winter has gotten big into Raspberry Pi stuff.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
He's just in love with that little platform.
Runs right.
Yeah, exactly, it runs Rex and everything.
Yeah.
And if it runs Rex, what else do you need? I mean, let's face it.
Runs my seat.
As Ilya would have said back in the day, as long as I can run Perl, what else do I need?
Yeah, you need a gun to shoot yourself in the head. It's like the
Big
world,
box of Band-Aids to catch the bugs.
the language from masochists. Fuck, I couldn't believe it. People use that thing.
I like Perl.
We have a few minutes.
I
if
do,
you wanna-
I do.
I don't know if we wanna go straight to
But
your
like Perl
presentation
boots, the
or-
object is to boil your Perl
This
down so
week-
it runs
this
on
week.
one arm.
No, so you
10
can
minutes
just
to-
have to eat
to-
it.
So you can tattoo it on your arm, exactly.
Step aside, your presentation's already on.
It's a class of language, it's called Rhino.
Curtis Jones says that VCF SoCal is in Orange County, California, or out Orange, California. VCF PNW is coming back to Seattle, and the Info Age Center in Wall, New Jersey.
Wall, New Jersey.
Great place
That's
to
where the
visit. he
museum
says.
is.
Yeah,
Really?
Info Age is in Wall, New Jersey.
Maybe go visit your bosses.
I probably should, it's one of those things that's been on my,
They're like, what are these boxes?
Curtis helped us present the OS2 table.
Oops.
with,
Oh.
the image I have in my mind is I'll call Info Age and I'll say, hi, I'm from Warpstock. A number of years ago, I dropped by some old IBM hardware and some OS2 things. Can you tell me where they are? Who are you again?
Yeah.
What stuff was this? So glad I got drenched. Because remember, I didn't take it there from my house. I drove to Mark Dodell's house and picked it up for him in Pennsylvania. And then drove it to Wall, New Jersey.
Isn't there a guy in Florida that does a collection also?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.